Yo.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, episode number.
Dos.
Yes, sir.
I am your host, Rodney SmokDog Haynes. I'm with my boy.
Big G Phase, you know what I'm saying? AK Mr. Rich Dreams. You know,
Yo,
I'm the other host, you know.
for sure. We coming at y'all today, episode 2. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you follow Rich Dreams at Rich Dreams _apparel for all the new drops, all the new info on what we're doing. Um, I want to pop it off, give a shout out to all the people that drive in the left lane and then, clog it up, go slow. And then when somebody pass you on the right lane, you try to get over real quick.
Oh, that's out here. It's like they want to race with you, you know. So yeah, I deal with that every morning, man. Coming down I-20, coming down 360. That's every morning, man.
See, and we
I have
wonder
to
why
cut somebody out every morning. Every morning.
sickening.
Yes, sir. What we getting into today, bro? What we getting into, man?
We lost focus real quick. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, we got a lot of topics to cover. It was an eventful week. BG came home, and no, not after seeing B clip. I'm talking about Brittany Griner. Yeah, man.
I thought you was gonna say BG, like, cause they had, they had the I don't know his name, but they had a guy, and they was making it seem like it was BG. I'm like, wait a minute, that dude don't look like BG. Come on now.
BG's name?
Huh?
What is BG's name?
I have no idea what his real name is, but that wasn't him.
No. But actually, just to update, I did see like on a news posting site that Birdman said the release is coming. Like should be like
right now. I heard it was coming soon though. So shout out to BG, man.
Yeah,
hope he can get up out of there and get back to the real world, man, and get back on his grind and get with his family, man.
Oh God, man, that's what you.
But the other BG we talking about,
yeah, man.
And also BG's name is Christopher Dorsey. Our producer just looked that up for us. Christopher Dorsey.
Shout out.
That's BG. Big Jizzle.
Okay. Hey, so now we got that out the way. We're gonna get back on topic, y'all. So Brittany Griner spent almost 10 months, long enough to have a baby over in Russia. That's wild in itself. Apparently she got caught up smoking a cartridge,
Right.
We at Rich Dreams do not condone the use of marijuana. We don't.
We don't. Well,
we're not proprietors or anything like that of the sort. But that's. I mean, you do need to follow rules when you find the country. Obviously, you're not supposed to have that with you.
Okay.
Do we feel like the punishment fit the crime?
So me, of course not. What is it? What would they try to give her, like 8-9 years or something like that?
I think it was 9 years, if I'm not mistaken.
9 years. Okay, of course not. On one hand, but on the other hand, me personally, I feel like,
Putin. Come on.
Nah, man. Me personally, I feel like, okay, you were warned not to go over there right now because it was at the time it was getting pretty thick between us and Russia, the U.S. and Russia. So you was warned not to go over there, at that time. Then you go over there dirty. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, any airport, you're gonna get in trouble if you get caught with that, right? So, and I understand, like, I was hollering at one of my clients about it the other day, and they kind of brought up the fact, well, that's how she get her money. The WNBA ain't really paying as much. Whatever. Like, I get it. You got to get your bag or whatever, but at the same time, it's at your own risk. And
everything in life is a choice.
It's a choice. It's at your own risk. But you know, she didn't make it easier on herself by going over there with the cartridges or whatever. So,
True.
you know, I never would say, you know, oh, she should stay in jail. She should still be in jail.
Yeah,
You know, and then I definitely don't think that the punishment fit the crime as far as those 9 years.
I'm have
But
to.
but how you feel about the trade off that they made for her? Now, I've been hearing that this guy's like, I don't know, like,
John
you
Wick.
know, you hear
John
different stuff.
Wick. John
You
Wick.
hear you hear different stuff. You hear like I done heard that he was a murderer. What's the name? The Merchant of Death. That's the nickname they
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
him. Like some
Very,
crazy stuff
very
like
heavy
that.
arms dealer.
But he's an arms dealer.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, how you feel about the trade off for that guy for Brittany?
So the argument, what I've been hearing, is more so that it should have been a Marine that was also over there as
With
well.
Brittany,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I heard that too. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I don't like the trade, because at the end of the day, I didn't feel like she needed to be over there for that amount of time that she was.
Okay.
I mean, she was an American citizen, and unfortunately, the Marine was considered as a spy. So I think them being caught up over there is a lot different from what she had going on. Um,
Okay.
we maybe could have bargained out something a little better, but if we were gonna trade him anyway, I am glad that Brittany Griner's home, man, for real.
Right.
I mean,
No doubt.
look. At the end of the day, I'm like, she a black woman. I want her back. Fuck all the other shit. That's just
Okay.
how I feel. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I feel like this is definitely a lesson. It should be a lesson learned to her. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like I don't know. Do you think that they would have came over there and got me or you like that? If we would have got caught up with some cartridges, huh? I'm just saying, like I feel like it's a little bit of privilege, bro. Like you know, like I said, and in no way I'm trying to no, in no way I'm saying, oh, she should still be in there. No, I'm not saying that. But it's like for you to ignore the president's basically orders not to go over there right now, and you go over there with the cartridges in your luggage, like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if the average guy, average girl getting up out of that like that. You know what I'm saying? They might just have to do them 9 or how many ever they give her. You know what I'm saying? So
true.
I think people just got to be, mindful of like, okay, if I'm going to go chase this bag and I'm getting told that I shouldn't go at this time, like, just make sure you have everything in order and like you don't have any slip ups like that. You know what I'm saying?
It don't bring illegal drugs.
Of course, anything illegal, anything
Yeah,
that you could get caught up with in trouble, whatever,
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say I think she got at least some type of penance for what she did. I mean, Russian prison don't sound like no joke.
Right.
I'm sure she was in there doing some type of hard labor. Probably wasn't received well.
Digging ditches like Ray and Claude. What she was doing?
I'm just saying. I don't feel like she was just in there chilling. Like she might have been in like an American prison.
I don't know. Man, I wonder if she
was they TikToking in America.
Yeah, I wonder if she was with population or not, though. What you think? You think she was with the population, or she was like kind of like isolated? Huh?
We don't know, man. Like they could have been doing anything.
I heard it was pretty rough over there. From what I heard, it was rough for her, though. I heard it was rough for her. So
I mean,
shout out Brittany. Shout out Brittany for being home, man. Stay your ass out of trouble, goddamn it. Shit.
Facts,
don't go back. Don't go back at all.
Man, so speaking of privilege, a lot of people say when somebody comes up, they get big, it's namely black men.
Okay.
What they do is find them a white girl, a white wife, white concubine.
Not the
And
Concacaf.
then similarity to that, Mr. Deion Sanders, after 3 years at Jackson State as the head coach there, and then having them 11-0 in this season, which is that's awesome, man. Going back
Swag
to
championship,
doing
swag
that,
champions, swag
has
champions.
accepted an offer. Yeah, swag champions, yes, sir.
Yep. But
Has
he ain't swag. Yeah, but anyway. Nah, I'm playing. Shout
he's
out
now
to
accepted an offer from Colorado.
Colorado University.
Colorado, yeah. Um, it's gonna be 5 years, 5 million, or excuse me, 5 million a year. Whereas now let's put it in perspective. He was only making 300,000 while at Jackson State.
He wasn't even making that because he gave half of that back to him to help build up the facilities.
You know,
Yeah.
had him with all the different type of uniforms.
Right.
Damn,
Got him alive. Yep.
Man, that's
So so my thing is, man, it's like at least in the sports world, it's kind of like, okay, that especially like the black community, we always holler equality, we want the same opportunities as these white guys that's getting these coaching jobs, or black men can lead men too, which is what they look for in a head coach of a football team for sure. Right. You got to lead 55 men, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this guy, you looking at a guy in Deion, he spent 3 years, right? 3 years at Jackson State.
Yes, sir.
3 years, if I'm not mistaken. I think he only lost like 2-3 games in 3 years.
Yeah.
Again, like we just said,
for this year, but he hadn't lost many. Yeah.
Right. Again, like we just said, he gave half his salary back, which was only 1.2 over 4 years.
Sure.
He gave half his salary back to help build up the facilities for the kids. He got them sponsors. They had more jerseys than anybody.
Yeah.
In Alabama, they had more jerseys, more different uniforms than anybody. Of course, he hired black coaches.
Yeah.
He did all of that for y'all, bro. He brought so much attention to HBCUs,
right.
And given they on TV,
never seen
giving so much exposure to them. Yeah. But and the man went in saying, "Hey, if I get a Power 5 offer, I'm gonna entertain it. I'm gonna see what it's about, basically."
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, for black people, you got to choose, man. You got.
Let me ask: Is it not more important to try to make it to where it doesn't matter, and we get more of that big name inclusivity in the HBCUs instead of it just being all about being Power 5?
So this is where I was going with that. So my whole thing is, again, he gave you the blueprint on it. Yeah, nobody may not be able to come right behind him and do it exactly like he did it. I mean, he still have the connections.
Only one prime time.
He have the connections. So
right there.
My whole thing is, he's showing you how to do it. You can do it, maybe not to his level, but there's a blueprint there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, like, that man has a family. He has other ambitions. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, with him taking the CU job, that opens the door for more black head coaches. If he can go and prove that he can be successful at a big university, it opens the door for other black head coaches to come in. So that's why I'm like, wait, I thought we wanted to have these opportunities for different, for different black men, different black head coaches. Now he left now. Yeah. But what about everything he done brought to the city? What about everything he done brought to all the exposure he brought to HBCU?
Nah, I get it, but as from a player standpoint, it's probably gonna be some type of
Of
hard.
course. Because they
But-
18, 19. They don't even understand that type of stuff yet.
Exactly. I mean, and the thing is, everybody love to talk and chit chat. Most of us, not even for half of that, gone.
Right.
With the quickness. So
Right.
well,
Look,
with
if they listen at your job today, let's say you got me on at your job, right? You
Right.
got me and a couple of your homies on at your job, and this other job come through, and they offer you, let's say they give you a 30% raise on what you already making. What you gonna do?
oh, I'm gone.
And you and
Yesterday.
you and most of us would leave.
Yeah, man.
You and most, and I know this is a little different. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's a bigger
I've been through that though. Like my GM.
right. Yeah, no, for sure. I know you have. And you left.
For the people that don't know, I moved from Shreveport, Louisiana, where me and G had an apartment that we shared together.
Right.
To Tulsa, Oklahoma in 2019, right before the COVID shit, which G moved to Dallas right before that shit too. But
like literally 3 weeks before. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But so the GM that brought me out here, and when I say brought me out here, this man pretty much hounded me, was like, yeah, we really want you out here, blah, 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 for weeks. Company sponsored me a trip out there just to see what was going on, survey the lay of the land. And not, I think, a month after I finally made the decision to come down there and move and everything, he takes an area manager position at Honda. And says, just fuck it.
Honda came through with the bag.
So that stuff is going to happen. People do have to accept different opportunities. But I like what you said about the creating the space for other people to get that same type of opportunity to keep that program going. Now that they've established a winning culture, hey, man, you still have the athletes. You still have the talent.
Yeah.
Carry it on.
Right.
Leaving a legacy.
Like I say, man, to just add a little bit more onto that, like, I was listening to the Breakfast Club earlier today, and I was kind of hearing Dr. Umar, was it Umar Johnson? That's his name, right? Yeah. Intelligent brother, man. Intelligent brother. I was listening to him, and he was kind of upset. Huh?
Is he a real doctor? I hear different things.
He probably has a doctorate degree. He probably has a doctorate degree.
Okay.
So, but now I was hearing his take on it, and his take makes more sense than most Black people take, like that have a problem with Deion leaving. They're just on some stuff like, oh, look how bad you did. Look how you did Jackson State and blah 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 blah. His was more so of like, bro, like, you could have really made a difference with the HBCUs, because it's looking like it's looking like a lot of them are going to close down in the next 10 years, and you could have brought that revenue. But my thing is, I don't feel like Deion, that's not Deion's purpose, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, bro, when you moving in your purpose, man, it's you're not making a wrong move. Right. So if that felt right to Deion to go to CU, and just going off his track record, look what he did. Like I say, all the things I won't go over it, but all the things he did for Jackson State. He's not gonna get over there and see you and forget where he came from. He bringing all the black coaches, all like his staff. I was with him at Prime Academy, his high school that he had. They've been with him like damn near 20 years. So that's his purpose, man. We can't put what we would like somebody else to do on them just because we would like them to do it. That's not his purpose, man. His purpose is I believe
with a personality like his, that's why certain people are able to reach things that we wouldn't necessarily see, because they go against the grain.
The average person not gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like I say, that's his purpose. That's what he believes his purpose is. I can't argue that. I can never argue that at all.
Okay. Well, man, uh, I ain't gonna say speaking of purpose, but we gonna not be remiss and act like Saturday didn't happen. Mr. G
Oh
Faye
yeah,
had a birthday out here, man.
yeah, man. Scotty Pippen
You
year, man.
know?
Pippen year, man. Big 33. Yeah, man. I just turned 33.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Man, God bless on many more, my boy.
Many more, man. 33 more at least.
How your knees feeling? That's what everybody want
Ooh, wee. I got that bad left knee. Nah, man,
to know.
everything
Get a little
good though.
chilly out there too.
It
Hey,
was right. It was chilly at nighttime for sure. But it was cool though. It wasn't bad. It wasn't unbearable. It wasn't unbearable. So it was cool.
look, I'm playing, but shit, my damn ankle. It was 50 this morning, and boy, hey,
Yeah, I had to get up around like we left around like 10:30.
yeah.
So it was a little cool.
Yes,
A little
sir.
cool. Yep.
All right, so this is not really current event stuff, but I feel like gotta had like a very epic run and just a crazy impact on the forever, never ever ending topic of discussion is who the most ain't shit, women or men, or who needs to do what in a relationship, all of
Right.
these different things. Mr.
Right.
Samuels, um, of course, rest in peace to him.
For sure.
If you don't know, Kevin Samuels is an image consultant.
That's
Uh,
his that's his profession. Yeah.
uh, on Instagram, making just what most well depends on what side of the realm you fall on. A lot
Right.
of people may have thought his comments were egregious and demeaning to black women,
Mm.
uh, and that he just didn't give them a fair chance. Uh, and some people say that he was just very, very blunt and honest, and there was, a mirror being held up. I've heard people say that a lot of women didn't like to see, and then
Mm.
as well, he did display that he didn't just cater just to bashing women.
Right.
His advice and guidance and um, shoot, some would say rude comments extended their way to men as well. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there was a pretty popular video with the dude talking to some dude. He was, I think, overweight, didn't really have no job, didn't make no money, and then he talked about his manhood.
Peace, man. Talk about his peace, man. That's cold.
Do you got a big one? And my boy was like,
I mean, they small. Hey,
that's tough.
man. I think Kevin.
So
I checked out some of his. Of course, I checked out some of his work. Like we're really just mostly his Instagram lives and stuff like that.
didn't get canceled. Say he was a mentor for you.
Man, look, I think Kevin. I think the thing about Kevin, like, of course, women hated that, and they would say that, oh, he degraded women, and but I think his ultimate mission was again the purpose thing. I think he really wanted, uh, he was out for the betterment of black relationships. You know what I'm saying? He wanted black men and black women to have successful relationships with each other rather than going outside the race. You know, and in doing that, I think he felt he had to, kind of put some of these women in their place because, you know, um, and I stand on this, man. Women don't like to be held accountable, bro. Like they hate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100, man. They hate that. It's they can't stand for somebody to
TikToks that prove it by women. So
right.
yeah.
they can't exactly. So they can't stand to be held accountable. So, and I think that's what he did. That's like you say, held up the mirror to him. So I think that's why he got a lot of his he got a lot of backlash from that. But like you say though, I think I heard him on one of his lives where he was like, man, 4 years ago I was only talking to men and I was doing this same thing to men.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna blow up if you're talking to women that way. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like, what the nerve of you to criticize a woman, and actually tell her
So, do
what you
you
really
feel
think.
like had he had even a slightly softer approach, do you think it would have had the same effect? Do you think it has had any effect? Has it had a positive or negative effect on us?
I think um I think any softer, if he would have did it softer, it wouldn't have had the effect that it had, whatever they may be. But I don't think it's been I don't think his work um it should have had a positive effect.
Yeah.
And I think I think he did. Like I would see some women that he would get through to, and he would get through, and they would be like, man, you know what? And he also, I've heard, like I said, I haven't done any extensive research on it, but he would also say that he have a Facebook group where he didn't put a lot of people together and they married and engaged. You know what I'm saying?
I did.
So, right, I done heard him say that on several occasions.
Yeah.
But I think the way that they did him,
are hard headed too,
yeah,
especially as like Americans in general.
yeah. We feel like we can do anything we want to do. Yeah, we
Unless
feel like
we really getting our ass, we really ain't trying to hear that. Really,
we feel like anything we do, and this not women, this not just women. I'm talking about Americans in general. Yeah, Americans in general. We feel like anything we do is acceptable. As long as it's within the law, it's acceptable. You go to other countries, it's not like that.
Right.
Some other countries, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Even little, like you see motherfuckers all the time. Like you see somebody be like, "Excuse me," and nobody move.
Right.
And, you gotta get out of pocket. Get out the way, and then you get
right. Then you get reaction.
It's
man. But yeah. But like I say, I don't think it had much of an impact because the way that they celebrated the man dying. You know what I'm saying? I don't think his work really had the impact that he would have wanted it to have. I mean, I can't really speak for him, but by him talking to so many women, I would think that he would want it to have a huge impact because he would take on any woman that would, get on his live with him. And, some would say scold them. Some would say give them advice to be better or be more suitable for a husband or a boyfriend. Well, really a husband. That was his thing. He wanted to get black men and black women married.
Right.
So, but like I say, when you start to criticize women and hold that mirror up, some of the first things they're gonna say is, "Oh, he hate women. He must have mommy issues. He must be gay."
Yeah.
That's the type of things that at least black women, that's what they do. That's what they're gonna say about you. If you like how he was constantly criticizing women, yeah, he must be gay or he must be have mommy issues or he hate women. That's the first thing that they're gonna say.
That's tough.
When you could really just be speaking your honest truth about whoever this is that you're talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've seen it just from outside looking in. I ain't gonna say I'm no relationship guru or nothing, but I see a lot of people, my peer group, that have great relationships and positive things going on, and I see some that just don't have so much positive shit going on. So I'm gonna say it's a combination of both things. Women could be a little bit more receptive and a little bit more understanding of the men and just the imperfections that we have and helping somebody grow. And I know they like, I don't want to raise no man. You shouldn't have to. Right. And that's why you always have the choice of what caliber of man that you choose as well. And men, definitely a lot of men can just step up step up everything. Your hygiene, your water intake, your ambition.
Nah, no
Just
doubt.
for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Nice work to do on both sides for damn sure.
Sure.
But I think, you know, you have to come, you have to have like, we got to meet in the middle some type of way as men and women, or black women and black men. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
also,
know, of course it's a lot of messed up dudes out there, but it's a lot of messed up women as well. You know what I'm saying? It goes for both sides. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the women that's all cheaters. You know what I mean, not the women. It's not just the men that are all cheaters.
yeah.
Actually, you probably, every one of your partners probably done slept with a girl that had a boyfriend.
Mm, mm, mm.
I have for sure.
I
A
know.
couple of times.
What?
You know what I'm saying? No, of course we all have. That's what that's you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we all have, bro. Like, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's like I said, it's just work to do on both sides, man.
Oh, I mean, yeah, work to do.
Mhm.
I think we want to do some shout outs today.
Who we got? Who we got, man?
So we're gonna break this thing out. Every week we want to promote another black business.
Mm-hmm.
Started off, drum roll, just kidding. Stack and Save Studios, at Stack and Save Studios, all one word, on Instagram. Um, got your video recording, got your interviews. G Phase, I believe you did an interview.
I
Not too
did my very first one with them guys, man. Shout out to Stack and Save,
Yeah,
Silas and Eddie.
Silas Firstly, aka
Mhm.
Sci-Fi, the jewelry guy. Uh, man, doing great things, man. Like I said, promoting artists, recording music videos, photo shoots, whatever you need. Get at the guys at Stack and Save.
Mhm.
Gonna get you great quality work at a, of course, affordable price. You dig?
For sure. Also, man, if you want to get that jewelry done, hit up Stack and Save too. Silas, you're taking too goddamn long on my piece, man. I need my piece ASAP. I need that ASAP, man. Come on with it, man. I want it by Christmas, goddamn it.
Nah, for real. Yeah, my boy,
That's
man.
my Christmas gift to myself, man. That's my Christmas gift. Shit.
For sure. But yeah, man, we just be trying to keep growing. Also, I'm a partner in the Stack and Save studio, so we're gonna just try to hit y'all over here with more and more content, um, more videos. Might get
Right.
some skits in there, and any support that y'all want to give, man. We out here for y'all. Um, let's see where we at with things now, man. On the docket. G, did you have anything else you wanted to just
I mean, we, you
your
know,
mind off the top?
I mean, speaking of, businesses and all of that, you know, I would, what do you feel? How do you feel? Since we've been in business together, what is it now? Maybe 6 to 8 months, something like that.
Sure.
Okay. I just wanted to get your opinion on it and how you looked at it. Like, how do you feel about like the networking side? I mean, because like you say, you partner with Stack and Save, and we're partners too. So how do you feel about the networking side of business now that you're in the business world
So it's definitely different from the traditional business that I've done.
and
Um,
corporate world? Right.
yeah, because with corporate context, they're kind of just in your face, and you interact with them anyway,
Right.
so you kind of automatically sell yourself to them. Just still navigating and trying to learn and grow, marketing wise, networking wise, and the entertainment entrepreneurial world. It's just that getting out of the comfort zone, um, making sure I'm being creative. Um, so it's definitely a learning curve that I'm still, you know, going through, and I'm happy and excited, man, just to be on the journey. To be honest,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been cool getting to do something with my boys that's been down with me for since back in the gap at BK and before.
Right,
Silence, man. So I think that's always the goal, man. Just to figure out how we can navigate and scheme and plot and regime and make some bread together, man. So
right.
I'm
Well,
just the journey.
right, no doubt, man. What my take on it is, it's kind of, it's uh well, really, it's different in the barber game to, I guess you could say, retail or clothing. um you know um with the barbering, it's, I really don't network as much. But with the clothing, of course, I'm networking all the time. Whether it's at an event, whether it's in passing, whether we, meet somebody on Instagram. I'm always networking with the clothing brand. And my take on it, it's been some good and some bad in it. I think, I've definitely met some cool people, man. From when I first started selling clothes till now, like, we still cool, we still chop it up, we still send each other game, and things of that nature. Even the guys that we linked up, and met at the pop-ups, you know what I'm saying? Um, whatever. But I think also there is like a flip side to it where it's kind of like, you know, um, because you got to kind of watch it sometimes, man. Because I'm a guy, I don't mind giving the game up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I remember, it's funny. I remember I was hollering at one of my partners from back home about, this is when I was going into it, first starting, and
Okay.
I was hollering at him kind of about like how to, how to kind of like get my clothes made, or who do I go through, or whatever, like a manufacturer type conversation. And I think I might have asked him, and he was kind of like, "Well, damn, bro, you hollering at me getting the game, you ain't even shop with me yet." And before getting in it, I honestly didn't even look at it like that. I
Yeah.
just looked at it like, okay, this one of my partners, he doing it. Let me see
So
if I
that's
can get the game.
so
I
that's been
wasn't.
on it. There's that. So it's really no such thing as free game.
So this the thing, and I ain't mad at him for that. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, I immediately copped something. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm not his competition. This is how I look at it. I'm not his competition. We're not
Enough room for
anybody's
everybody.
competition.
Yeah.
We in our own
Step
lane. You know
step
what I'm
by step.
saying?
Yeah.
Motherfucker can buy Rich Dreams. They can buy this one, that one. They can buy all our shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they want it, you know what I'm saying? I never looked at, only thing I look at as competition is a sport. That's the only thing I look at as competition. When you directly going against somebody and you trying to
So
win.
yeah.
I don't look
Yeah.
at the barber game, nor do I look at the clothing game as competition. I have to be better than these. Yeah, they may motivate me to get where they're at, but I'm not like on no shit like, oh, I need to be better than them. Nah, that's not how I'm at. That's not how I'm built. But like I said, I immediately cop something, but you'll have people that, you know, or just, and you may even support their business,
Right.
may not support yours back, but they consistently coming back and trying to soak up game from you. I done had stuff like that happen. Or, just like at the pop-up shop, we was hollering at homie,
Mhm.
and he was like, yeah, man, like your stuff, blah, blah, blah. This is the first pop-up shop, by the way, early on. And
Okay.
we went and copped some of his stuff.
Yeah.
And him and this old lady never left from behind their booth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that, to me, as far as the networking side of it, that's kind of what I'm more Like, and like I said, I always like give game to people that I fuck with. I'm always do that. Any game that I have, you know what I'm saying? I'll give it to you. Like if I fuck with you and it's a solid relationship. But but I think from just experience, you got to kind of watch those people that may be kind of on some using type shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's for any entrepreneur out there, man. Like watch for these people. Yeah, watch for these people. If you're selling something or anything like that, or man, watch for these people just trying to soak up game and not even, spend money with you or anything like that. Just watch for them. It's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's it's a fine line, like
Hmm.
between people using and people being in collaboration with.
Hmm.
You know,
Because if we really homies,
right?
we should be supporting each other. It shouldn't just be one way for the most
Yeah,
part.
it
You know
shouldn't
what I'm
even be
saying?
that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Right.
and that's something I really want to implement out there to all the entrepreneurs and to especially black, but even if
Right.
you're not, if you're just an entrepreneur in general, support other entrepreneurs.
Right.
You can't just be like buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, and then when it's
Exactly.
time, like that's just kind of
And it's
crazy.
way too many of them like that. It's way too many of them like that, and that's what I'm speak. That's the situation that I'm speaking to.
Yeah,
Motherfucker wants you to buy their shit, and they pushing their shit to get bought,
pushing all the
and they
people.
don't want to support. They don't want to support other black businesses. You know what I'm saying? So, if you coming up in the game and in the entrepreneur realm or whatever, and I guess you're selling something,
Right.
man, watch out for those people, man, and stay clear of them. But also, um, it's cool. Like I said, on the flip side, if they're solid individuals, it's cool to network with them and collab with them and give game back and forth. Um, it's only gonna make us better. You know what I'm
You
saying?
never know what connection could be the one that changes
Exactly. That. Yep.
and go
That.
takes your stuff from here to that
To the
next
next
level.
level. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, you want to be open, but to a certain extent for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Dude.
That all for the night, man. Or what we doing,
I
man?
feel like it's been lit right now.
Yeah, 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 man. We didn't came with some good topics, man. You got a story for me, man, from Burger King or something? You got, Tales from the King. We got one
Tale
tonight.
from the
We
King.
got a quick one. We got a quick one. We got a quick one in this tonight.
Tale from the King, man. Okay. Uh always make sure if you're working in there, sometimes in the kitchen, you might have the mic on so you can hear the orders.
Okay.
You gotta make sure that your mic is not on. Lady, lady came through the drive-through, and I had my mic on, so I was like, I was in there by myself working, and it was hot. It was a little hot, so I might have had a little attitude.
It's always hot in there.
Lady come through, you know how customers be sometimes. She like, I want a Whopper. I want it fresh off the broiler with extra cheese and extra mayo. I said, I bet you do. And she said, excuse me?
What you told her, man? I bet you do.
Ooh. I politely took the mic off and made that sandwich fresh
You make
off the broiler.
extra cheese, extra mayo. Yep. You better.
For
You
real,
better.
for real.
You
So,
better.
hey, man, sometimes you got to humble ourselves. For real, for real.
Sometimes, man. Sometimes.
For sure.
Sometimes. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, Tales from the King. I've been your boy Smoke. I ain't want to smoke at that particular time.
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
man. I'm Big G
Hey,
Phase, Lil G Phase, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me broke. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
But
sir.
now, man, this episode 2, man. This wraps up episode 2, man. For the very soon, we have a special guest coming very soon. I just locked in. I locked down a interview with one of you can call him a Texas legend out here in the rap game for sure.
Okay.
It's coming soon. Working out the details. We're gonna nail down a day between me and him. But yeah, it's coming soon, man. Coming soon.
We lit then.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
like I said, like, comment, share. Uh, let us know, what y'all want to see. If you trying to be on the podcast, if you want to
Right.
be a guest.
You have to have something going on.
Yeah.
Don't think you can just come on here and bullshit with us. We like the bullshit.
Hey,
But if you gonna come on, we gonna make the show about you. So make sure you have something on. You can't just be working at Amazon or some shit and you want to come on here. Make sure you, and not to knock anybody that's working at Amazon, but
if
this
you
show is
if you want to embark on something other than Amazon.
right. Yeah, yes, sir.
For sure. But thank y'all for sure. I'm SmokDog. It's my man G Phase.
Sir.
This is the Rich Dreamzz Experience. Peace.
Yes, sir.